What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Crawford, Errol Spence confirmed. Get this. Crawford versus Spence rematch falls through. Variety of reasons cited. Okay. Former unified welterweight champion Errol Spence and Terence Crawford won't fight a rematch next for a variety of reasons, says Dan Rafael. Rafael reports that one reason the rematch did not take place is the 33-year-old Spence's recent cataract surgery to correct an eye problem. It's unclear how long Errol will be on the shelf recovering from his eye problem, but it might not be soon. This means Crawford will need to take a different approach to his next fight, and he obviously hoping it will be against Undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez in September. More than just the eyesight. Rafael's comment about Crawford-Spence rematch not happening due to a variety of reasons suggests that it's more than just an eye issue for the match to take place. You'd have to assume that the money would be one of the chief reasons, because there's a lot of fan interest in seeing a rematch after the way Crawford destroyed Spence in 9 rounds in July of last year. Okay. Let me counterpunch. It ain't happening. Am I mad about that? Am I disappointed? Hell to the no. I mean, was it expected? Yeah. You know, you can't expect someone that just had a cataract surgery to come in and fight a guy that beat the shit out of him recently. You know what I mean? He has to recover. He has to do a lot of rehabilitation. Those things have to happen, and we shouldn't expect anything less from Errol Spence. Why should we? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a firm believer into everyone, or having the ability for everyone to come in at 100%. Everyone has that right, okay? That liberty. Because this is prize fighting. If you come in at anything else, especially if you're having problems with your eye, you're going to have to see a punch coming in order to avoid a punch, right? So that is serious, okay? So he has to be at 100%. Now, where does that leave Terence Crawford, though? Well, it leaves him like this. It leaves him at a point. It leaves him at a situation where he has to be able to fight someone else. If he wants to fight Canelo and Canelo doesn't want to fight him, then what does he really do? You know, and I suggest him, you know, just like last year, to stay busy, you know, keep fighting. You're the unified welterweight champion, so I think it's time to start, you know, doing the job, you know. We know that he's off the hook with Errol Spence as of right now. So that's Errol Spence, though. But there's also other challenges out there. You know, if Canelo Alvarez, you know, seems to have him on the hit list, by God, let's see it. But in the meantime, who else is he going to fight? If it would be me, my counterpunch to Terence Crawford is, okay, wonderful. Fight one of these guys that's legitimately calling you out. Okay? And that means maybe Teofimo Lopez. He would be a good one if he really means what he says, and he's doubling down on calling out the unified welterweight champion. Okay. Who else? Conor Benn is another one. Hey, you know, Conor Benn wants an opportunity to take on the great Terence Crawford. Or guess what? How about the IBF champion to make you full disputed once again? You know, and that's Jaron Boots Ennis. Why not? Let's see that fight. Because, see, that would make more sense to me. Why? Because he's the champion that was emailed the championship belt anyway. Okay, so if you beat him, and then guess what? You become full undisputed once again, and then you can fight Canelo in the springtime, and the fall, and then we'll have an undisputed versus undisputed, just like we had Jermell versus Jermell versus Canelo last year. You know, so we can have that going. You know, while Canelo takes on Jermall Charlo, you can take on Jaron Boots Ennis, you know, and then that's still holding your supremacy and your stature at pound for pound when you beat Jaron Ennis, because he will be somebody that is asking to get taken out. He's asking for a challenge. He's a big welterweight. Let's see it happen. Why not? You know what I mean? And especially if Terence Crawford knowing, like, hey, I got the Crawford fight. Let's take the Jared Boots in this fight just to keep you busy. I don't want to hear what it doesn't matter at that point, because yes, they stripped you and they wrongfully stripped you. The IBF did him cold, because if they're going to do him like that, they should have done Errol Spence like that. I understand that, but it is what it is. And if you care about being undisputed and you care about defending those belts, which you're not really defending at this point, you're defending three out of 4 of those belts. But you're handling business, getting the belts back. And then at that point, he doesn't have to defend them no more. Because in his eyes, okay, I beat a guy that was undefeated and I got my damn belt back. Now, guess what I'm going to do with these belts? I'm going to relinquish all of them. And then I'm going to go to 168 and take on the red-headed great. Bars. That's what I would do if I'm Terence Crawford. But knowing Terence Crawford, he may not do that. But I am glad that this fight is not pushed or forced, because, again, it's not fair to Errol Spence just having that type of surgery. However, I do not appreciate him using that as an excuse for why he got his ass hit that many times by the great Terence Crawford. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight being postponed or not happening due to various reasons. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!